yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, I turn the knob, parent system, I'm incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission, running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog, turn the whole field to a schoolyard, bunch of students ain't eating round here, I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear, put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier, show no love, got the confidence, no fear, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, okay, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, when I hit that, I ain't like it, okay, yeah, when I hit that, okay,
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that working attitude today. We gotta get better.
Touchdown, make the whole city jump. 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 Get it there, get it there, get it there, get it there. I'm in it straight for the end zone. But I've been home. In my zone. Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero and couldn't say bye. But we never know just when it's our time, and legends are gone, and we don't know why. So before they go, let's go. Still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like I'm Prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with no one could fail. I wanted to flex and look at the I'm making a flip. My life is a flip. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Here like
dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn it out, camera system incredible. Yeah, they put it down. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me woke? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it last year.
Dreams are working, they where you're grinding at. You knew what it be. Playing this in for the keys. Had to make out with the beast. I been to the beat. Third quarter with a trophy should be. Legendary on the deal. Kind of dribble a skill. It's the high school of bill. Ain't nothing to the heel.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a flag on the play.
yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's good.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got Smith here. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A gain of 13 yards.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Number 20.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Daquan Jones on the snap.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. Intended for
ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 6.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield with it once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Eluding the pressure into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? but I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Henry on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
at the 47.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Directly over him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but and here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when it happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brought down at the
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Tannehill forced out to his left. Now, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home the Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it again with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
A gain of 4.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
6.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down carry for Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete. Intended.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes a focus of our players' spotlight. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
At the 49.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on first down. Henry. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here.
Good job, good job. Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Oh, no.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this to make it a 2-score game. Joseph's got it. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 10. 1:47 on the clock. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's pass.
Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. That one is caught by Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Mayfield's pass. Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tannehill on the keeper.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
The Titans are AFC champions. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad when I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eat blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it. We only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition. Now point them out. Making my babies proud. Wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south. Gotta know juice to end the drought. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.